how to remove all negative, nasty, erroneous items from your credit reports. That's right. Secret codes you need to know. This is a must watch. New codes you never knew how they were always there. But it can be very helpful for you in your credit repair journey. I'm telling you right now. I'm telling you right now, you can get to the other side of your credit repair journey. Now, I'm going to put my email address in here. I know I get to talk and I get to go, and I want to answer all your questions. In fact, I was up early on the weekend, on a holiday weekend, working 24/7. 365, 15 months a year. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what. I was up early, went through the emails, and I want you to email me if you have questions, okay? You have comments, concerns, because let me tell you what, I get to talking, I get to answering questions, I get to going here, and I might miss a chat or two, and I want you to email me if I miss anything, because I want you to answer all your questions, okay? So, special codes, secret codes, okay? Now, you might see remarks on your credit reports, and you're like, what does this code mean? I had an individual email in and was like, what does this mean? If a code is incorrect, inaccurate, right, obsolete, outdated, unverified, this can be another road for you to dispute and get these negative, nasty, erroneous items off of your credit reports. This is something that you want to know about, okay? So people have written in and be like, hey, what does DRC mean? Okay, what is DRG? What does AID mean? Okay. This is very important. Account info disputed by consumer, AID. Account info disputed by consumer. Now, if that code, if that language, if those remarks, if it's not in dispute and you disputed it and they don't put this into dispute, that's a potential violation. Okay? Potential violation. Collector fails to report a disputed debt to the credit bureaus. Protection afforded to you under the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act, okay? Section 807. Now, the same with the credit bureaus. If they don't put that it's in dispute and you disputed it, as a potential violation of the Fair Credit Reporting Act. Hey, Stephanie. Hi, good to see you. Thanks for saying hello. I appreciate it. Please let me know if you can hear me. I know I've been starting this. I like to get it going because when we watch the live streams, people watch them back. You know, people watching it back, they want to, get right into it, right? I like to people to be able to get right into the information. So please let me know if you can hear me all good. Now, not in dispute, that's a problem when you're disputing, okay? So you'll see an account info disputed by consumer, or it'll say something like AID. And this is compliance remark codes, okay? CBC, the CBC code, account closed by consumer. Occasionally you'll see that. However, if that's inaccurate because you didn't close it and it was closed by the card issuer, that's another potential violation. That's another inaccuracy. That's another way to dispute. People have seen this stuff reported inaccurately, and I got a 700 because of you. Excellent. $1 trillion dreams. Appreciate it. My boy, I got a 700 because of you. Appreciate you. Thanks for letting us know here on the live. I appreciate it. So, look, people have those negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified accounts on there, and they could have the incorrect remarks on there as well. And these codes can help you decipher it because sometimes they don't show you the remarks, they just put these codes on there. I've seen some reports where I'm like, man, unless you know what these codes are, like DRC, DRG, WP, you don't know, right? So we're going through some of these codes right now. And I'll tell you what, if you have codes on your credit reports, if you want us to help you, 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. You got the email support with me and the team. You can email me now if you have questions about stuff. You can email me now. You can talk to me now about the questions and comments and codes and things like you are, okay? So, something that you might see, consumer DRC, okay? They might say something like, dispute resolved, consumer disagrees, okay? All that means is we'll put this here, maybe we didn't provide any verification, they still disagree, okay? You can send your next round of letters because, we know we've got the letters written in the correct way. It's going to demand to know how they investigated, who investigated what, how they came up to this, where is the substantiation, where is the proof, all that great stuff, okay? DRG, dispute result reported by the grantor, right? Okay, great, reported by, okay, well, what did they report? That's the type of stuff. Hey, I see this code. It says it's reported. You're saying it's reported properly. What did they show you? I need to see that. You didn't provide me any proof. Put my email. Individuals asking. You can always get in touch with me as well. You can ask your questions here. I know you're saying that, hey, I want to know where to start, and I need your assistance on where to start. We'll get into that in just a second, Stephanie. I'm going to knock that out here and let everyone know how you might be able to start if you're just starting out, okay? And how you might look for some of these codes that might be inaccurate on your credit reports, okay? Because they've got remark codes here. They got a lot of different remark codes. I'm looking at them right now. I've got this information, right? This is what we do all day, every day, okay? CLC, you've seen before, account closed, okay? You've seen things like STL on there, right? Credit card lost or stolen, STL, okay? If it wasn't, because I've had individuals write in and email in and said, hey, you know, this isn't accurate. That's a problem. Hey, you need to delete this. You need to remove this. You need to get this off of there, okay? Sometimes individuals, maybe they didn't see this. They didn't know. They hadn't seen these videos before. I have had people say, hey, paying on this charge off, was paying it, this, that, and the third. The remark would say PLP, now paying, was a charge off. Now you can still dispute these negative, nasty, erroneous items, but if it wasn't paid, okay, or if it was paid in full, PPL will probably be there or need to be there. Paid in full was a charge off. I've had individuals say, hey, you know, I didn't know, I paid this, it's paid off. Can I still dispute it? Yes, you can still dispute it, but it might have a remark on there, and it should have the remarks on there properly and in the accurate way. I'm sure you're looking at your reports right now and you're thinking, oh man, I don't even know the remarks in these codes. And they can be utilized for you. They can try to use them against you, but they can be utilized for you. You can get these negative, nasty, erroneous items off of there. We've got inaccurate information dispute letters. We've got the 609 dispute letters. You can use them in tandem. I'm looking at, okay, I'm looking at potential violations here that can be utilized for you, right? In that Beyond Committed package at 609creditprayer.com, where we can help you do the work at theawesomelife.com, all right? As Daniels, hey, Brandon, hey, good to see you as well. Appreciate it. Miss Daniels knows I'm up early doing the emails. I got her email back, and I respond after this because we got lots of emails coming. We got lots of people we helping get into the other side, right? Let's see here. So we got some questions here, and we'll get back to how you can start your credit repair journey. It says, I want to fix my credit. I need your assistance. How to start. Stephanie, pull your credit reports. Right now, annualcreditreport.com, still, during these unprecedented times, they're allowing you to access your credit reports with Equifax, Experian, TransUnion, offering free weekly reports. You can get your reports. It's not a problem, all right? So start with that. Now let's say you're saying, Brandon, I know I got my reports already. I already got them because that's how I know I need to fix my credit. I need to repair my credit. I need to restore my credit. I need to heal my credit. I already know this, okay? You only want questions to email, not chat? No, please put your questions in the chat as well. You know what? Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I apologize. You can absolutely put your questions in the chat. If I miss a question because I'm answering another question, or I get to talking about these codes or whatever, right? I want you to also be able to email me if I miss your question, because individuals have said, hey man, you missed my question, We get these questions start rolling in, and then I might miss a question or two. So absolutely put your questions here. I'll answer your questions here. But if for some reason I'm not able to, you also have my email. And even if you have one question here, a couple questions, I answer some questions, I want you to have my email so you can email me so we can help you get to the other side, because you might have further questions, right? You might say, hey, this is happening, that's happening, this is all good, but now I have this situation. I got the hard inquiries, or I got the codes are incorrect on my reports. How do I evaluate this? This report is different than that report. How can I utilize that? So things happen. So please answer if you have any questions here. Absolutely. Now, you got your credit reports. You're saying, hey, I need to know what I can do to get my credit squared away. First and foremost, those adverse accounts. You want to look at those adverse, potentially negative accounts, and you can look at these and dispute these with your 609 dispute letters, your dispute letters, or we can do it for you, and utilize these to leverage, get these out of here, these unverified, negative, nasty, erroneous items, okay? Yes, so unverified remark, you can do that. Inaccurate remark as well. We have special inaccurate dispute letters as well, all right? I'm seeing, this is great, individuals who emailed recently. Lauren, I believe, responded to your email as well this morning. Very cool, very cool. Aha, Nancy B. So Equifax trying to ignore my letters, okay? And they're trying to keep you from getting your report. Okay, so if you're not able to get your report, okay, Chandra too, it's like they're not letting me get my report. Go to, here's the thing, go to a third party, try to go to a third party, or if you're going directly with them or annual credit report, try to go to a third party like my FICO, okay? Because if it pulls up the other two reports and for some reason it doesn't pull up Equifax, you can actually call my FICO, okay? And they will help you verify or do whatever it is you need to do to get that report. Reason why is because you're paying, right? And they want the customer. The customer is always right, right? In this scenario, you are now paying for an app. If it's cool, if you want to invest in that, great. If not, you can do the free report route and all that stuff. But at some point you might need to. So give them a ring, say, hey, what's going on? Why are you trying to do this to me? What is the situation, right? Because sometimes calling the bureaus is a pain in the butt, okay? They're a go-between. So they're like, well, why are you stopping me from seeing my report, okay? You can file your complaints with the CFPB as well. You are entitled to your report, okay? And now you're entitled to it every week, okay? Now, with this silly stall tactic of them not responding, we have non-response letters, we have stall tactic letters, and we have demand letters. And you can file complaints with the CFPB. There is no reason why they shouldn't be able to get back to you and let you know the status of your investigation, status of your reports. To get your report, these are your rights under the Fair Credit Reporting Act. They start violating this, okay? This is it right here. Extent of damages, okay, incurred by the wrong party as deemed by the courts. This could be willful injury if they keep this up, all right? And you could utilize, Fair Credit Reporting Act, Section 623, Cushman versus TransUnion, that type of stuff. Of course, no legal advice. You have to look at that. Can't give any legal advice, but there is information out there for you. They can't just play this game on you, okay? So let me pull up this non-response letter and I'll tell you kind of what it sounds like and how you can utilize it. And you can add it. You can add it to your next round of letters, okay, on top of it. Because oftentimes what you can do is you can show, this is basically what the non-response letter here. So you'll show what you sent before. You have your non-response letter. You have the report that you're able to pull, because I know you're having tough time, but get that report, then highlight the stuff that was disputed, okay? And you'll be able to also give that information off to the CFPB as well, all right? To get trade lines for business credit, you can go to algbusinesscredit.com. We're starting that even further. We're extending that out. Pretty soon, you're gonna wanna get in while the getting's good, right? ALG Business Credit. We are expanding and starting to get more people funding, more people business credit. That is one way. Now, the other way, I always teach people how to do it. I always want you to know how you can do it. Don't want to hold them back. Let's see here. Why does it not want to pull up? Oh, that's could be why. There we go. How can you get business credit? Trade lines for your business credit. Okay, so if you got a startup and you're starting and you want to build business credit with no personal guarantee, it can take a little bit longer. Because you obviously have to build up that credit in that company's name, right? But if you're looking to do that, you can. you would want to be able to utilize those trade lines. Okay, so right now, let's say you're working on a company, right? Some of us have companies that are maybe side hustles or hobbies right now. Okay, you're like, you know what? I'm going to grab an LLC and I'm going to get it going. Okay, right now it's kind of more of just here or there. I don't got a lot going on, and just get a few things here or there. It's not that massive or whatever, but I could get a couple of trade lines to start building it out. And what you can do is you can actually use nav.com, take a look and watch this, and it's like the free version. You can also pay for the Premier. Okay, you can also pay for the Premier, so it's not just like it's like a mix of Credit Karma and MyFICO, because MyFICO doesn't really have a free version of it. But nav.com does have a free version of it. And you could always pay for the Premier if you wanted to and upgrade and see more, but you can always start for free, okay? One of the main things that you'll be able to do to build your credit is to utilize, in this business credit, is to utilize those business credit trade lines that you're using, those net 30s. Quill is a good one, okay? Almost everyone needs some type of supplies, okay? Some type of printer, paper. I'm like, I don't know how many people probably just at home, just doing whatever they normally do, need printer paper. And they've got all sorts of stuff. They've got hand sanitizer and paper towels and ink cartridges and chairs. Look, I'm sitting in a chair right now, right? We've utilized Quill for a lot of these things, okay? I'm looking right now, they got pizza cutters and shaker bottles and backpacks. Okay, so this is one that can be utilized pretty readily, even if it's a quote unquote side hustle or hobby. Now I've got some of those, as well as some hobbies that I do that could be turned into business. I'm not trying to do that right now. Credit repair is where I'm at. Credit repair is what I do, right? But you could too. You're working on it, could too. So Quill is one of these net accounts, net 30 accounts that starts you off, okay? Bang, you start building those up. Okay, Granger, Uline. There's a Wells Fargo business card that reports the business, okay? Bank of America has a business card that reports the business. Now, you can use your personal guarantee, your personal credit score, if you're saying, look, all that's well and good, that's fantastic, but at the same time, I would like a credit card to keep my transactions separately, okay? So maybe you're like, okay, my gig, my hobby, my side gig is actually turning into a full-fledged business, and I'm gonna run some processing through this. I don't wanna go into my personal credit, and I really don't want to just have it be extracted from the business bank account. Sometimes you can, okay? Sometimes you just use the debit card and be like, hey, I'm buying one thing here. I'm not buying a bunch of stuff. But you might. And so, hey, you're like, look, I need to go ahead and, get this credit card and go ahead and start utilizing it, because I don't want this credit utilization on my personal credit. This will bring my credit down. I start getting this utilization up, and I've seen it personally. I got a business credit card back in the day, didn't realize there's a card out there that does report to your personal credit, Spark card, all right? I said it. That will report to your personal credit card, or personal pro. And I saw my credit going up and down. I'm like, this is a business credit. Like, oh, well, we also put it in personal. I'm like, okay, great. Not using that anymore. So typically it's separate. And so you can start building credit that way as well. And some of the cards, like I said, the B of A and the Wells Fargo, even with the personal guarantee, can report to your personal reports. It's very cool. So no personal guarantee, personal guarantee. Personal guarantee allows you to get credit available right away. I actually got an offer in the mail the other day for potential 0% interest for a period of time. Mine was for 12 months, but whatever it might be, you're making the minimum payments, you're able to finance that out and build your business. Could that be helpful? Yes, because there's a lot of potential upstart costs to a business when you're getting going, and it gives you a little bit of breathing room. Phone, right? Maybe you want a Grasshopper or Ring Central phone, okay? Website, hosting, okay? All sorts of things, supplies, all sorts of things, all right? So you can utilize that, build your business credit, use the net 30s, use the net 45s. Amazon has net stuff now. Take a look at that, move up, store cards, Dell, Staples, Apple, all sorts of store cards, and then of course getting the cash cards. Now, with the Dell, there is all their options. Okay, so maybe you're like, oh, well, I don't want to utilize that, although, you know, Dell's great. Tiger Direct might be another one. Okay, and you can take a look. They've got a lot of computers, and they give you a lot more options of printers and all this stuff. And then, of course, utilizing getting that done in Bradstreet number prior to getting some of these trade lines, these business trade lines. Okay. Stephanie says, I emailed you. Excellent. Look forward to it. Let me double check. I'm gonna look right now. Yeah, I see it right now. Cool. Wait, hold on. Stephanie Conway, hold on. Let me see, Stephanie. I see it. No, I got Stevenson. Stevenson just said, hey, man, I bought your Beyond Committed package. Now I'm on the other side. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for writing in. Got that 700 credit score. Excellent. I need help removing late payments. Absolutely. April, so when you got your 609 dispute letters and you send them out, you can put unverified late payment, and you can also send your late payment disputes. And if the account is still in good standing, you can send a goodwill letter and you say, hey, man, can I do all of it? You absolutely can. You actually can do all of it. Okay. If it's in good standing, you might want to start with a goodwill letter, but you can still send that and you say, oh, man, it is, and it can work. But, you know, if you've got good on-time payment history, you can start with the goodwill letter and see and move from there. And we've got rounds of goodwill letters as well. Oftentimes people say, well, I sent a round of goodwill letters and they said no. No. Much like the bureaus, you can send the next round of goodwill letters, okay? Team B, all right. Highly recommend Awesome Life Group. Thank you so much. K-Mac, oh, did they extend the weekly reports? Hey, I'm taking a look at annual credit report right now, and it says still here, weekly reports. So looks like they still got it. Looks like they still got it. Wow, thank you. Pisces Empress sent a super chat. I appreciate that. I like the numerology to that. That's very cool. Thank you very much. Very much so appreciate it. And thank you for sharing this with the subscribe tribe. Pisces Empress says, Brandon, I used your letters. Two creditors deleted the file from the credit bureaus. Midland Credit agreed to delete the entry last night. I used the verbiage from your letters. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you. Thank you for coming and letting us know on the live that this worked for you. Okay. Two creditors deleted the files from the credit bureaus already. Okay. Midland Credit Collection Agency, it's a collection agency, agreed to delete the entry last night. Okay. Over this nice holiday weekend. What a nice holiday weekend vibe, right? Use the verbiage from your letters. Thank you, Brandon. Okay. The verbiage in the letters is very important. This is what's so important because, like we talked about to loop back in the beginning, is a lot of times they're using codes. Those are just the remark codes that we're talking about. Okay. There are other codes that I'm looking at and I see. And oftentimes what they try to do is boil down your dispute into some type of code. Okay. And they punch it in. Okay. They don't even have to scan it if they didn't want to. Okay. And punch it in code. Boom, 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 boom. Having the right verbiage, whether scanned or punched in, allows you to get different types of disputes in. This is why we say don't dispute online, because they're not going to give you all of their codes. They're not going to give you all the reasons you can dispute. Okay. This is why you want to get on those disputes. Get the disputes at 609creditrepair.com. Okay. Get that Beyond Committed package, or we can do the work for you at the awesomelifegroup.com. Okay. Appreciate it. Pisces Empress was saying milling credit was one of the toughest, is one of the toughest to lead. Thank you. You're very welcome. Hey, when you're here, we're going to help you get to the other side. Remember the collectors, whatever you're dealing with, whatever, the perceived toughness level is out there. People think, oh, that's tough or this difficult. This, that. That's why you want to be here. That's why you want to subscribe here, hit that bell for notifications here, get the email with me here, ask your questions here. This is why I'm on the lives on the weekend with you here. Okay. I'm going to put my email address here again. Okay. If you need to ask me any questions after this live, email me. Mr. Box Guru, thank you for all your hard work. It's greatly appreciated. You're very welcome. Very welcome. All right, I'm going back through. Gonna look at some more questions here. I know it's a holiday weekend, so I won't do too many more questions. I'll make sure that you're able to enjoy your holiday weekend. I won't keep you too long. But I'll do as many questions as I possibly can here. Utilization is high trend, yes. So there's a little tricky situation, sticky situation with utilization, because what happens is they try to put the charge off and the collection, and they do utilization into your stuff, into your utilization. Okay, so if you've got negative items out there and you're at 65% utilization, that could be an issue. They throw a collection balance. This is why the utilization and the balances are so terrible, is because oftentimes they leave the balance where they're not supposed to. They leave the balance with the collector and the charge off and the collector, and they leave it, and you get this double whammy of utilization. This is why the balance, if it's with the collector, can't be with the charge off, or vice versa, right? Only one balance. And this is why you want to dispute and get this junk out of there, all right? Also, if you've got good credit, right, and you can add good credit history and add more utilization, that can be helpful as well, okay? Hey, all right. Pazuko 28. Hey, Brandon, I got my Amex Gold card with a 650 credit score. Excellent. Very good. Excellent. That's very good. And the Gold card allows for membership rewards points, and you can utilize that in many facets. A lot of people use it for travel, and it can be quite valuable. Also, they can utilize it for other things. So take a look. But yeah, Amex Gold. Now, the other thing about the Amex Gold is it's not a revolving account. It's a charge card. So it helps your credit mix. So revolving accounts, regular credit card, got the installment loans, like the mortgage and the car notes and all that good stuff. And the Amexes that are charge cards, like the Gold card, the Platinum card, the Centurion card, right? Where you have to pay that off every month. K-Max, oh, they extended the weekly report. So I stayed on annual credit report, like I was saying, but TransUnion trying to play a game and say, oh, well, you already got your one free report for the 12-month period. You need to pay us for the report. Well, go to annual credit report and see, K-Mac, because what I see is you can still get it. People are still getting it. Maybe TransUnion is trying to play a game. See these bureaus? See how they play these games? A lot of this, here's the thing, a lot of dispute stuff. They try to play games, they try to outsource, they try and send the stuff overseas, they try and do this, they try and do that. You know your rights. Don't let them play with you. CFPB helps you with that. Of course, not any legal advice, but there are violations and courts are open to you. There are ways, right? Okay. Brian for president. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. TM, hey, why can't I get some good credit cards with 691, 677 scores? Is it because I have an old bankruptcy from 2012? That could be hindering you. I have seen individuals get good credit cards with the bankruptcy, but in the 700s, some people get good credit cards where you're at with the bankruptcy, depending on what bank they're with. So you might want to try a different lender. But yes, if you've got a bankruptcy from 2012, you want to get that unverified, obsolete, outdated junk off of there, right? So first and foremost, I think within a few months, right, you're closing in on that statute of limitation anyway. But you want to dispute this now because it's holding your credit back now, okay? So you can dispute with LexisNexis, you can dispute with the bureaus, you can get it out of there. Probably since 2012, my guess is you probably moved, so you want to make sure you have the updated address on there and get the old address out of there. That might help disassociate you from this old negative, nasty, erroneous item, okay? But yes, that can help. I have 3 cards that are closed due to inactivity as well, okay? How will this affect my credit? Now, that might bring your score down a little bit for a period of time. However, it should recover as you continue to pay and utilize 3 revolving cards and pay on time. So you would like to slowly start building credit and getting new available credit lines and new credit cards to be able to boost your score long term, okay? Highest FICO achievers have 12. You don't have to get all 12, okay, but have 12 revolving accounts, and at least 7 of them are the big bank cards. Okay, 5 can be store cards, up to 5. You don't have to have store cards. I know people who don't have store cards. You don't have to have store cards, okay? And you can be in the 800s, okay? Hey, Davey, Jerome had me waiting, but I'm here. Hey, Brandon, I'm late. Hello, tribe. Good to see you, Davey. Just want to, see, there's a jump. Now I see all these questions come in all. See, this is why I get my email, because sometimes the super chat, or the chat is interesting. We'll auto simplify. What's your email? There you go. Are your closed credit cards counted towards utilization? If there's no balance on them, then no. But if there is, they will shove that into your utilization. I think it's silly, but they do all sorts of silly things, right? But yes, and that's why we say if you've got negative, nasty, erroneous, unverified items, and they're sitting there, you want to get those out of there, okay? All right, Shauna D, thank you very much for the super chat, okay? Purchase the Beyond Committed package for the credit repair process, a DIY credit repair process. How should I go about disputing a charge-off? Okay, so you've got charge-offs, you're just starting out, okay? So we've got that process all available to you in the videos as well. You can email me. I want to make sure you have adequate support for this whole process. The charge-off, you can send your 609 dispute letter with the charge-off, okay? The account, you got the charge-off, the bank's name or the issuer's name there. You've got the partial account number, unverified account, under provide physical evidence, right? Provide physical proof, unverified account. Now, if you have other inaccuracies on it as well, because you've got the Beyond Committed package, so you've got a lot of other letters in there as well, you can send them that type of information because it's a little different. You're disputing the unverified account. Let's say something like we talked about the codes were incorrect, or there's some other issue on there, like they've got a whole bunch of late pays after the charge off or some other weird inaccuracy, okay? You can bring that to their attention as well with the inaccurate dispute letters. Now, if this is a charge off, chances are it has a collection as well. On the other side, there's a collection account. So what you can do with the collection account is you can send your collection validation letters, which are also in your Beyond Committed package. You can send those to collectors. This is a great two-pronged approach for your first round of letters. Also, please feel free to email me. Let's see, plenty of people helped plenty of people in your situation. I'm going to give you my email right here to make sure that you have it. I know it's in the Beyond Committed package as well. Everybody's got the email support as well. But just in case, you've got it right here, okay? And you can ask all your follow-up questions as well. Hey, this was removed. this was deleted. You know, people want to know, hey, how much, when can I apply for credit? How much is a credit boost? How much of a boost in the score do you think it'll happen? All sorts of questions. So it's all good. You can ask me on everything there. Can you dispute a charge off from a bank? Yes, Nancy. I have had, I've seen people, I personally had big bank cards, charge offs, disputed, got it out of there, moved on with my life. Yes. Yeah, see, that's it. See, Shauna D. So this is what I was saying. I was talking about weird things like adding late payments after it's charged off. Says yes, they're still reporting late payments to the account after 2 years of being charged off. I will take that approach for the dispute. Thank you. See, these bureaus and these collectors and these creditors, they play these games and they BS and they do this nonsense, and you want to get to the other side. This is the type of stuff we see every day. I absolutely know that you can get to the other side. 609creditrepair.com. We can do the work for you at theawesomelifegroup.com. Please give the video a thumbs up. I want you to get to the other side. Also, please enjoy your holiday weekend, all right? This is a great holiday weekend. Please enjoy with you and your family. I've got to get to more emails, more questions. Please feel free to email me, all right? I love you all so very much. Thank you so much for being here on the weekend. And until I see you in person, I will see you on the other side. Take care.